阿宁，等着我。阿宁，阿宁，
阿爷，我将追随沙洲一举。
去长安，你这是让他们去送死！
输赢成败，皆如沙上之塔，风来即散，为众生之苦，长漫于天地之间。
回家吧，这一切毫无意义。天命所归，我才是大唐。到头来，除了死更多人，什么都不会改变。
没有我的帮助，你走不出这片沙漠。如果神不肯拯救我们的部族，那就让我来。
阿宁，等着我。
是对信使，每个人都做好了有去无回的打算。
Blood Message is an upcoming action-adventure game developed by 24 Entertainment Linen and published by NetEase Games. You'll be experiencing an emotionally charged journey following an unnamed messenger and his son during the brutal Tang Dynasty conflict of 848 AD, as they embark on a dangerous thousand-mile odyssey to deliver a crucial message to the ancient capital of Chang'an while facing hostile enemies and impossible odds that will crank the tension up to insane levels. The gameplay mechanics are mind-blowing because you'll be controlling both father and son from a third-person perspective in visceral, realistic combat that seamlessly blends brutal melee fighting with stealth infiltration and survival mechanics, forcing you to navigate hostile environments while protecting both the vital message and your family bond in ways that will absolutely revolutionize how you think about narrative-driven adventures. The setting takes you across expansive landscapes inspired by East and Central Asia during the late Tang Dynasty, where ordinary people must rise to extraordinary occasions and leave their mark on history. This linear, story-driven experience promises cinematic presentation with real-time rendering, delivering emotional storytelling that focuses on how regular people can change the course of history through courage and determination. Blood Message launches on PC and consoles with no release date announced yet.
The Redwood Hotel. I know that's where your mother was murdered. Alyssa died 8 years ago. Perhaps it's time for you to face the past. Grace.
What is this? Hey! Help!
now that you're the one that I've been searching for. The special one. The chosen one. Miss Ashcroft.
Investigating all these strange deaths, huh?
We need to keep our voices down.
Have you seen the same shit I've seen?
Please know that you are my hope.
Everyone's gone.
Stay away from that!
Resident Evil 9 Requiem is an upcoming psychological horror game developed and published by Capcom. This game is bringing back those classic Resident Evil nightmares we all love, diving deep into the aftermath of previous bioterror incidents with some seriously twisted new creatures that'll make you sleep with the lights on, while uncovering a conspiracy that threatens to plunge the world into eternal darkness. The gameplay is going back to what made Resident Evil legendary. Pure survival horror with intense resource management, brain-bending puzzles, and strategic combat that'll have you counting every single bullet, featuring both first-person and third-person perspectives with a completely redesigned inventory system that cranks up the tension to 11. You'll be exploring multiple spine-chilling locations, including an abandoned research facility that screams danger, a quarantined European city where nothing is safe, and underground laboratory complexes that are basically horror movie sets come to life, all enhanced with dynamic lighting and weather systems that'll keep you on edge every second. The game also features enhanced AI that makes enemies smarter and more terrifying, a new fear system that actually affects how your character performs under stress, plus optional co-op gameplay for those brave enough to bring a friend into the nightmare. Resident Evil 9 Requiem is scheduled to release on February 27, 2026 for PS5, Xbox Series X and S, and PC.
Monsters have always been here, watching from the shadows. And when we were at our weakest, they came out into the light. We feared for our lives, but we should have feared for our souls instead. The vampires didn't come to kill us. No, they came to rule. To turn us into mindless, docile cattle. Not me, though. They tried to change me into one of them. But I became something else instead. Their worst nightmare. Trapped between the two worlds, fighting to even the score, fighting to understand the evil behind it all.
He is out there, watching, seeping into you, growing.
The Blood of Dawnwalkers is an upcoming open-world dark fantasy action RPG developed by Rebel Wolves and published by Bandai Namco Entertainment. Get ready for the most intense vampire experience ever created, as you play Cohen, a cursed protagonist who's human by day but transforms into a bloodthirsty vampire by night, desperately fighting to save his family within just 30 days while battling both silver poisoning and an ancient vampiric curse that's slowly consuming his soul. The gameplay is absolutely revolutionary with its dynamic day-night cycle that completely changes how you approach every situation. During the day, you're vulnerable and must rely on stealth and strategy, but when darkness falls, you unleash devastating vampire powers in brutal combat that features authentic medieval fighting styles studied by actual trained swordsmen on the development team. You'll be exploring Vale Sangora, a gorgeously terrifying fictional kingdom set in the 14th century Carpathian Mountains during the Black Death, where every choice you make dramatically shapes the story and determines whether your family lives or dies, all rendered in stunning detail using Unreal Engine 5 that brings this gothic nightmare to life. The game features morally complex quests where the same mission can have completely different outcomes based on whether you tackle it as a human or vampire, plus deep political intrigue, supernatural creatures inspired by Eastern European folklore, and a magic system rooted in dark ritualistic elements rather than flashy spells. The Blood of Dawnwalkers is scheduled to release in 2026 for PS5, Xbox Series X and S, and PC.
This place. Kill. Also, you don't have a chance. Not enough. I need more. Pick your battle, piggy. Let me eat you! Musashi!
We both want the same thing, Musashi. But there's only room for one at the top. And it won't be a coward who runs from jewels. Words never did work between us, did they?
Sasaki Ganyu.
Onimusha Way of the Sword is made by Capcom, bringing back the legendary series after nearly 20 years. This action game takes place in Kyoto during Japan's Edo period, where the historic capital has been twisted by evil clouds of malice. You play as a new samurai who gets the legendary Oni Gauntlet and becomes an Onimusha. Your job is to fight through blood-stained battles against monstrous Genma creatures in dark fantasy combat. The game features fast-paced 3D sword fighting where you mix normal attacks with special Oni powers. Each stage is filled with mystery, danger, and intense swordplay action as you explore the corrupted city. Ancient Japanese mythology influences the story and enemy designs, creating epic boss battles. This third-person single-player experience focuses on bloodbaths of intense combat. The early Edo period setting shows Kyoto transformed into an eerie place infested by demonic forces. It's the first true return since 2006's Dawn of Dreams. Onimusha Way of the Sword releases in 2026 for PS5, Xbox Series X and S, and PC.
はるか昔、この国に輪廻の獣が現れた。輪廻の獣は汚れを吐き、あらゆる生物を蝕んだ。西暦4026年、人類は滅亡を待つのみ。
Beast of Reincarnation is an upcoming action RPG developed by Game Freak and published by Fictions. You'll be diving into an absolutely mind-blowing post-apocalyptic Japan set in the year 4026, following Emma the Sealer, a young woman with incredible blight powers who can manipulate plants to traverse and fight enemies, alongside her loyal canine companion Ku, as they work together to free their corrupted homeland from a monstrous creature that has blighted the natural world and threatens humanity's very survival. The gameplay delivers demanding, technical combat that'll test your skills to the limit in this expansive, one-person, one-dog action RPG, where you'll battle corrupted beasts and robots using Emma's unique plant manipulation abilities, with your dog companion Q playing a crucial role in both exploration and combat scenarios that require perfect coordination between human and animal. You'll be exploring a beautifully haunting vision of post-apocalyptic Japan where nature has been twisted by corruption, featuring environments that blend the devastation of mankind's downfall with the twisted beauty of a world reclaimed by corrupted flora, all rendered with an art style that's been compared to Studio Ghibli masterpieces like Princess Mononoke for its stunning blend of natural beauty and dark themes. This marks Game Freak's first major AAA title outside the Pokémon series, directed by Kota Furushima, who previously worked on Pokémon Battle Systems, promising to showcase a completely different side of the legendary studio's creative capabilities. Beast of Reincarnation is scheduled to release in 2026 for PS5, Xbox Series X and S, and PC.
Who are you?
Sono Enzo. I work here.
My friends, my family, my beautiful daughter, Isabella.
Don Torrisi looks out for people around here. Sometimes the client is feeling less than cooperative and we need to,
teach them a lesson.
Remind them of their obligations.
This is between us and Spadaro.
Where I come from, commitment means everything.
If this is how he wants it, this is how it'll be.
The Dons noticed you, Enzo. This is an opportunity.
Do you wish to commit to this family?
Enzo! We can't let them get away!
When Isabella became involved, it became our business.
He died for my father, for his honor. I won't let you do the same.
We have a traitor.
This stays between me and you.
This family, loyalty is everything.
We do not always get to choose what we do.
We can choose who we are.
And who are you, Enzo?
Mafia The Old Country is an upcoming third-person action-adventure game developed by Hangar 13 and published by 2K. You'll be diving into the brutal underworld of 1900s Sicily as Enzo Favara, starting from his childhood in the horrific sulfur mines and rising through the ranks of the Teresi crime family in a gritty narrative that cranks the tension up to insane levels as you prove your worth to the Cosa Nostra. The gameplay mechanics are mind-blowing because you'll be experiencing immersive third-person combat and stealth action in cinematic environments where every decision matters as you fight to survive in an unforgiving era that will test your loyalty and cunning in ways that blow your mind. The setting takes you to the meticulously recreated fictional town of San Celeste in Sicily during the dangerous early 1900s, where the sun-baked, violence-soaked hills become your brutal playground, as Hangar 13 has crafted an authentic world that captures the origins of organized crime with stunning attention to historical detail. This linear, narrative-driven experience promises to uncover how the Mafia truly began, taking you back to where it all started before the American cities of previous games, delivering a prequel story that explores the roots of the criminal empire in Sicily's harsh landscape where only the strongest survive. Mafia The Old Country launches August 8th, 2025 for PS5, Xbox Series X and S, and PC.
I used to swear by my father's oath to protect the wards is to protect our people, and if it claims our lives, what's one life lost for the sake of the many?
And now, what do you swear by today?
The only one that matters is my brother. And I will kill the people who took him from me.
pestilence must be purged.
Your father was right about one thing. The wards are breaking. And should we fail, it may spell another end.
Echoes of the End is an upcoming third-person action-adventure game developed by Mirror Games and published by Deep Silver. You'll be stepping into the shoes of Rin, a fierce warrior and vestige wielder who must embark on a perilous journey with her scholarly companion Abram to rescue her abducted brother from a ruthless totalitarian empire, while uncovering a long-forgotten conspiracy that could reignite a catastrophic war. And the tension cranks it up to insane levels as you explore the breathtaking world of Ima. You'll be harnessing Rin's devastating magical abilities to manipulate gravity, cast powerful illusions, and literally reshape the world around you while solving engaging puzzles and overcoming environmental obstacles. You'll master diverse traversal mechanics, including double jumping, dashing, and gravity manipulation, as you navigate treacherous landscapes inspired by Iceland's raw natural beauty, using time and gravity control to explore a living world that responds to your every magical command. The setting takes you through an immersive fantasy realm where every location tells a story and reveals hidden secrets about Ima's forgotten history. Echoes of the End launches in 2025 for PS5, Xbox Series X and S, and PC. Resonance: A Plague Tale Legacy is an upcoming action-adventure game developed by Asobo Studio and published by Focus Entertainment. You'll be diving into an absolutely mind-blowing prequel that takes place 15 years before the events of the original A Plague Tale games, following Sophia, a fierce young plunderer who's on the run and determined to uncover the dark secrets of her past while navigating a world where survival depends on both cunning and courage. The gameplay cranks up the action with a fresh new take on the A Plague Tale universe, blending intense combat, challenging puzzles, and mythological elements that create an entirely new direction for the series as you fight through brutal encounters while using Sophia's unique skills as a smuggler to outsmart enemies and overcome dangerous obstacles. You'll be exploring a haunting medieval world where plague-infested landscapes meet ancient mythology, with Asobo Studio's signature atmospheric storytelling bringing this dark fantasy setting to life through stunning visuals and emotional depth that made the previous games legendary, all while uncovering the origins of characters and events that shaped the entire series. This prequel promises to deliver that perfect blend of heart-pounding action and deeply personal storytelling that Asobo Studio has mastered, with enhanced combat mechanics and mythological elements that expand the lore in exciting new ways. Plus, it's coming to Xbox Game Pass on day one. Resonance: A Plague Tale Legacy is scheduled to release in 2026 for PS5, Xbox Series X and S, and PC.
A wandering spirit seeking vengeance.
your whole family.
The snake. The Oni. The Kitsune. The spider. The dragon. Lord Saito.
What are we going to do with this one, Saito?
I'm sorry it came to this, little wolf.
Situ Rainu. Why do you always call me that?
It means one who is easily lost in the hunt.
Ghost of Yotei is the upcoming action-adventure game developed by Sucker Punch Productions and published by Sony Interactive Entertainment, serving as a spiritual successor to Ghost of Tsushima. Set in 1603, over 300 years after the original game, players assume the role of Atsu, a female warrior on a quest for vengeance against the Yotei Six, a group of masked outlaws responsible for her family's death. The game is set in the mountainous region of Izo, modern-day Hokkaido, offering a vast open world with diverse biomes, including snowy forests and grasslands. Players can explore the environment on foot or horseback, engage in dynamic combat using a variety of weapons like the Odachi, Kusarigama, and dual katanas, and undertake bounties to fund their journey. Ghost of Yotei is scheduled for release on October 2nd, 2025, exclusively for PlayStation 5.
The continent of Pywell. A land soaked in blood by the battles of those who seek peace and those who seek to shatter it.
Here begins the saga of the Greynames.
There are beings who brought chaos to Providence. The rifts they have created will return everything to nothingness. We seek to correct this.
I have my own mission, seeking out my Greyname comrades.
What I can tell you now is that this mission will restore the disrupted Providence.
For those who have died, for those who have survived, and for those who will live on. This is our mission.
Crimson Desert is an upcoming open-world action-adventure RPG developed and published by Pearl Abyss, the creators of Black Desert Online. Set in the war-torn medieval continent of Pywell, the game follows Cliff, a mercenary leader burdened by his past, as he navigates a land rife with power struggles and mythical threats. The game offers a rich high fantasy setting, featuring diverse environments, mythical beasts, and combo-based hack-and-slash combat. Players can engage in activities like horseback battles, duels, cooking, fishing, climbing, puzzle solving, and resource management. The gameplay emphasizes player choice, with decisions impacting the story and world. Developed using Pearl Abyss's proprietary Black Space engine, Crimson Desert boasts stunning visuals and dynamic weather effects. The game is set to release in late 2025 for PC, PS5, Xbox Series X and S.